there, everybody, and welcome to the Happiness Jungle TV show with yours truly, your Chief Happiness Officer, Lyn-Dee Eldridge. There is times in our lives and in society that we need to create extra income. And working from home and being your own CEO attached to a company that has a system is ideal. And how do I know this? Because I've been involved in network marketing now for over 18 years, and I am blessed to receive residual leveraged income. I had the greatest opportunity about a year ago, I can't even believe it's been a year ago already, to meet a gentleman that is a guru in the multi-level marketing industry. And I have learned so much from this gentleman. He is so present in the industry that I couldn't think of a better person to share with you and to teach you how you could successfully make money from home, getting involved in a multi-level marketing company. And some of you believe that multi-level marketing is like the devil's playground, and it is absolutely not. It is absolutely not. It can change your life when you find the right company, when you're passionate about the product. You're going to tell somebody about a product anyway. Why not make an income with it? So without further ado, may I please introduce to you one of my mentors, a guru in multi-level marketing. He is the founder of the Networking Marketing Magazine. Let me say that again, the Networking Marketing Magazine.com. So I want you to reach out to him. I want you to go to this online magazine because it is filled with so much knowledge from so many of his friends and his co-entrepreneurs that it could drive your home-based business through the roof and give you everything that you're looking for. So please help me welcome George Madiou from South Florida. Hey, George, how are you?
I'm unbelievable, Lyn-Dee. Thank you so very, very much.
Oh, George, I just enjoy you so much, whether we're in person or whether I'm watching you or learning from you. So our audience, there's so many of them that are still stuck with financial challenges. You know, they're not making enough money, and they hear about making money from home. They hear about network marketing, but then there are others that they're hanging around with that don't know any more than they do, that are trying to steer them away from an industry that is so powerful. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely, absolutely. I want to take a step backwards, though, because the name of the magazine is important, and it's the Network Marketing Magazine.com. And you're absolutely right. When you talk about, people shun that word network marketing, and they think it's, like you say, the devil's playground. I'll tell you what the devil's playground is. When we're taught while we were young and, get a good job, work 40 years, retire on 40% of what we couldn't live 100% on, that's the devil's playground. And you are an ideal person to really articulate the value of having an income that keeps on going. This month here, October 2019, our theme this month is don't quit. That's the secret. Lyn-Dee, how long were you in your business? How many years? 1, 2?
Right, and I don't quit.
You don't quit.
I don't
quit. You've been around a long time, and as a result of that, what you have gained is financial freedom. Financial freedom that you could not have gotten from a job. And so the Network Marketing Magazine has really been, this month was the start of our 15th year. And what we do is we teach the truths of the industry. And there are so many of them. There are so many people, 70% of them, if they were given an opportunity to start their own business, they would. Well, this is the ideal business that anyone can start at a a ridiculously low price. And as long as you apply yourself, as long as you find the company, and there are 3,000 companies that use network marketing to bring products and services to market, 3,000. So as long as you choose the company that has a product or service that you are passionate about, we can teach you everything else. We cannot teach you passion. And I don't care if somebody tells you you could make $10,000 a month the first month. It's a lie. So don't go with the hype of the money. Go with the passion of doing something that you really, really, really want to be involved in. So.
Yeah, I love what you say. You know, don't look to make $10,000 a month, especially when you haven't made $10,000 a month with what you're doing. So realize that any business that you get involved in, whether it's your own business or you're working for somebody, it takes time. But as long as you can produce and be teachable and coachable to learning something new, a new system, everything is possible. You know, George, I remember my first month in network marketing with the company that I am presently with. And I remember, I think I made an extra $1,500 because there was a promotion going on that month, right? Because there was a promotion going on that month. And because I absolutely was a product of the product and I loved it and I believed in it and I knew that it could help so many people, I was sharing it just like if I would share anything else. And all of a sudden, the money started to come in. We call it part-time income. You should never quit your job to start your multi-level marketing home-based business because that is financial suicide. You'll get discouraged. You'll want to quit. However, if you add this into your portfolio and you could bring in another stream of income, well, then there's the magic, isn't it, George?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, what we've got is a situation where, again, $300 would have eliminated a majority of the bankruptcies this past year. $300 a month. All right. This is a gift that has been given to us, but we've gotten a bad rap, and you got to ignore that bad rap because, you know, I do a lot of analysis, and there are people that just absolutely say, well, nobody makes money. Well, Lyn-Dee, you and I both know multi-million-dollar earners in this industry. I've owned over 36 businesses since I graduated from NYU decades and decades ago. All right. I've never been in a business in any industry that has created more wealth, but more than created wealth, has been able to create more freedom, both financial freedom and time freedom. I got in it because when I got in it, my kids were 4 and 6, and there was no way that I wanted to come home, you know, an hour before they went to bed. I wanted to be home when they got home from school. I loved the fact that I was able to go on school trips with them. I used to tell all the other mothers in the bus, where are the daddies? Well, they're working. And I said, why? You know, so this is something that if you really do your homework and really understand what this is the biggest blessing that could ever happen to a family and keep a family together. What do you think?
I agree with you 100%. And the investment in many of the companies is so low. When people say they can't afford it, I ask them to put down their cigarettes and their beer and whatever other things that they're doing and invest in themselves, because their dream, most people's dreams in America, is to own their own businesses. But in order to own a brick and mortar business, which is something that I did, I had a hair salon, I had a pet store. When I started multi-level marketing, I was a single mom. So that's 3 entities that I had. But yet the multi-level marketing industry was the least expensive to get involved in and the most rewarding. It was not a brick and mortar. I didn't have to worry about dealing with the city or with anything else. And I found out about all the tax benefits of having a home-based business. So during my time when I got started, I owned the hair salon and the pet store. I was running crazy 7 days a week. And what I found is that in my car, I had time to do a training. I had time to put in the CD or the audio so I could be listening and learning and engaging and then showing up where the experts were that had what I wanted. And in order for me to do that, I had to allow myself different pockets in my schedule. And when that happened, everything else seemed to have been growing. Not fast, but steady and up to the right. So for everybody that wants to own any kind of a business, unless you have $10,000, $20,000, or you want to go into debt, find a company in this industry that you're passionate about. Find the product that is working for you. Be a product of your product. And all of a sudden, you're going to realize that whether it's an extra $50, $100, $300 a month, you're going to be able to double that every single month as long as you keep on doing what you're supposed to do in business, period. End of story, because every business has a system. You got to ask yourself, what system are you willing to follow? If it wasn't for network marketing, I never would have been able to start the entity Happiness Jungle in 2016, because you get to live so many of your passions and so many of your desires and go wherever you want to go, and you're not stuck. But it does take time, and you need to start it part-time. George, would you agree? People think that because they hear you can make $10,000 a month at the beginning, which is definitely, if you hear that, run, right? Run.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Because, that is wrapped around hype, and hype doesn't sell. I had somebody ask me yesterday, they said, well, I was just introduced to a company. I'm real excited about the amount of money I could make and everything else. And I asked him one question. I said, let me ask you this. Would you recommend that product to your mother? He goes, oh, no, not at all. I said, you need to run. You need to run. I mean, if you're being hyped into something, you're going to go through disappointment after disappointment, and you're going to disappoint your friends. See, there's only one obligation we have when we join a company that in our heart, our passion is there. And that obligation isn't to go to all the meetings, isn't to read the network marketing magazine from month to month. And it's none of those things. It's not that you got to buy everything that's there. All those things are important, especially reading the network marketing magazine.
I agree.
But the one thing that's the key to success in network marketing is you're obligated just to tell the people that you know, your relatives, your friends, hey, I started a business of my own. I started a network marketing business of my own, and this is what it is. If there's ever a time that you're interested in the products like I am, just let me know. Let the people that you know. Because, there are plenty of times that you will end up going to a meeting and you're going to find your next door neighbor, or you're going to find your uncle, all right? And you're going to kick yourself. But if you owned a shoe store, you would not bring in a whole variety of shoes to the wedding that you've been invited to show them your wear, but you wouldn't hesitate to say, hey, I just opened up a shoe store. Hey, if you're in town, you need shoes, stop on by. It's so simple. It's so simple. And people will appreciate that, whether or not you own a shoe store or a business in the network marketing industry. So you know, I wanted to also touch a little bit about the Network Marketing Magazine. Again, I mentioned that we have started our 15th year. Our mission has been to support the orphans in the industry. And the industry has left plenty of orphans behind. You know, Cousin Sally ended up sponsoring Ralph, and all of a sudden, Cousin Sally, who joined 3 days before Cousin Ralph, quit. Now Ralph is out there all by himself, you know? And so what we realized early on was there were a lot of Cousin Ralphs out there. And so we brought together the best of experts that teach the wisdom of the ages, not fluff, not hype, but real business concepts that work not only in traditional businesses, but also network marketing. So the Network Marketing Magazine is an online magazine that can be sorted by your favorite author, like Jim Rohn or Zig Ziglar, or by subject matter, like prospecting or sales, right? And you could really, like you said, in your car, you know, this is an industry where the experts teach us. They teach us and gladly teach us. So accept that gift. And so in the start of our 15th year, that's exactly what we're all about. If you want to learn a skill set that's going to end up giving you time and money, freedom, you could not find a better opportunity than the network marketing industry. So I love being able to have this conversation with you, and we've had it before, and it's exciting. But that's the whole thing is that there are true leaders in this industry and that are out there waiting to help you succeed. I mean, when I was in my early 20s, my father put a second mortgage on his house and handed me $40,000 because I was a manager of a liquor store, and we started a liquor store. $40,000 given to this 24-year-old kid. When I sold that store, I moved to Florida and I bought a rather large swimming pool company, and it cost me $100,000. I didn't have the freedom I have in network marketing. I had 28 employees, and I was their bank. I mean, and not only that, they were my partner. Now, they never paid to be my partner, but they cleaned their pools before they cleaned my pools, you know. Network marketing, when I found network marketing, I'll tell you what, I thought I died and went to heaven, because there was no permits to pull. There was no inventory to stock like in the liquor store. And the entry point, like you said, into a network marketing business was so low. And my passion for the company that I had found changed my wife's life. I mean, it was a nutritional company, and it changed our lives. And I couldn't shut up about it. And I went to the top of the company rather fast. Why? Because there was real passion there. So I'm not the exception. Lyn-Dee, you're not the exception, right? The people that are watching this have to realize that this is the purest form of business that anybody could ever get involved in. And if you don't quit, if you become a learning machine, you're going to have the best business that you've ever had and come across some of the best friends in your life that you ever have had. So.
And all over the world. You're going to find in this industry, you're going to meet so many people all over the world that you're going to be able to travel and you know people there. But I want to go back. You said something that I absolutely love. Would you sell it to your mother? That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful, because if the answer is yes, then you're onto something. If the answer is no, then you haven't found the right company. The other thing that I want to touch on is family and friends. Don't allow them to discourage you. And I like what you said about if you own the shoe store, wouldn't you tell everybody about it? Well, of course, the answer is yes. When I owned my pet store, I told everybody about it. I had a grand opening. Whether they decided to be my customers or not was not my choice. It was nothing. But all I wanted people to do is know what I was doing. That was it. So when I found network marketing and I knew that there was a successful system to follow, and I followed it to the T, and I became a really great student, just like many of you think going to college is the answer so you can learn something new. How long will you have to go to college to learn something new? And how long will it take you to recoup that money? So my main goal when anybody joins my team and my business, I say to them, if I could help you make back your small investment, would that be okay? They say yes. I said, and anything above that is a gift and it's a blessing. Yes, yes. So right there, I am starting to change the mindset, and I let them know that your friends and your families are going to be the worst because they've heard all of the crap noise about the industry. Now what you need to do is surround yourself with like-minded, successful people like George in the industry that could really help you, shape you, and create exactly what it is you're looking for. So I love that. I love what you said. Ask your mother. Would you sell it to your mother?
Yeah, I mean it's true. It's true. Yeah. It's incredible. You know, and the thing is that so many of us are available to help. I was at an event in Las Vegas a couple of years back. My wife was in the audience. My daughter was in the audience. And she said, I can't believe what you did. I said, what's that? She goes, you don't realize it? I said, when I invited those 10,000 people, if they had a question, to call me at 561-653-3721. I mean, she goes, why did you do that? I said, because a lot of people don't believe that we're available to answer questions, and we are. And you want to know something? I even forgot my own phone number, 561-654-5973. So, but I mean, that's the point. You know, anybody who taps Lyn-Dee on the shoulder and asks about network marketing or about a specific company, you will never, ever, ever get her to say, go away or I'm too busy. It just doesn't happen. All right. The over 200 authors that we've had write for our magazine, over 3,000 articles in all these years, every one of them are accessible. They're accessible. And the number 2 and number 3 author, unfortunately, aren't around. That was Jim Rohn and Dennis and Zig Ziglar, and the nice thing about it is they're still around. Their wisdom spans their lifetime. They have written more articles than anybody except one other person, and that guy didn't even want to write an article in the very beginning. That was me. And at that point in time when we started it, yeah, I was just a business guy. And John Milton Fogg, you might know who he is. He owned another magazine, and he said, "You just got to write for the first issue," and I haven't missed one yet. And it's just amazing the people that have poured into this magazine and poured into you. So it's great. It's just awesome. It's available.
Yeah. You are an angel, and we are running out of time, but I want people to know exactly how to get a hold of you, how to get the knowledge from you, and I know that your gold nuggets can help others be able to thrive and have the life that they want, because we are both products of it. So if you believe in me and you believe in George, and you could believe in George because otherwise he would not be on the Happiness Jungle TV show, I am sharing with you that if you have hope and you have the desire to learn something and become a sponge, the whole world is yours.
And it gives you all the past 14 years of archives, 3,300 articles. And, we're starting a great training system that will be included in that monthly membership. So that's how you get a hold of me.
That's awesome. George, I cannot thank you enough. And for everybody out there that is sitting there going, I wonder if it's true, it's true. And just to show you that the system is the system and it hasn't changed in so many years, because it works. So with that, everybody, go ahead and get off your couch. Find that company that's going to help you make the money that you want so you can live the lifestyle that you desire, because I never said life was easy, but I did say you can be happier. And that's it for the show today, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Say bye, George.
Bye-bye. Bye, everybody. Bye, Lyn-Dee.